Alright, hey everybody, this is Ted from KWGPaintVeins. Just want to go over something really quick before I get into the Deadlywind review. I'm really confident in the barrel now. I'm going to give it a fair review. I haven't made any videos for a really long time because a couple problems. My Android phone got stolen along with some other things, which was not really good. And, I've just been busy and I'm sorry I haven't uploaded videos. But now, finally, I can make a video reviewing the Deadlywind barrel. So let's get into it. First thing I want y'all to take note about is that this is actually what the barrel comes in. It's just this plastic case. You got the Deadlywind sticker. You actually have to buy the Boremaster kit separate. Now the cool thing about Deadlywind is that I'm pretty sure, now someone could always make one and tell me I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that Deadlywind is the only mass-produced carbon fiber barrel that uses the Freak insert system. Why is this cool, you may ask? Well, if you are a Freak barrel kit owner, and I'm pretty sure it's safe to assume that Freak is the single most popular insert barrel system and barrel out on the market today, that if you already have the aluminum barrel kit with the inserts, you just have to buy the barrel, and now you have the two of really good worlds. You have a Boremaster kit that can be basically any bore size you want to match your paint perfectly and get the most out of your gun, and you have a carbon fiber barrel that will be laser accurate and will be really super lightweight and stronger than steel and lighter than your aluminum barrel, and there is no losing to having it. So that's why it's great. So let's open it up real quick. Alright, so basically what I have it set up as is I have a 679. I have it in ascending order, okay? Sorry, this way is ascending. So 679, 682, 684, 687, 691, 695, sorry, 689, 691, 693, 695. And then here's the actual Deadlywind barrel. We're going to take that out real quick. Actually, I'm going to do the Boremaster kit first. Boremaster kit, really great. I'm not a really big fan of smart parts for the guns because they were overpriced and not very good. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't care if you tell me I'm an idiot. I don't care. That doesn't mean anything to me. I owned a shocker. Didn't like it. Trigger was poopy. Well, it wasn't bad. It was bad for what I paid for it. It was not worth what they were charging you for. And the ion was just a mess. So, no thank you. I didn't like smart parts. Didn't have a good experience with their guns. Really loving the Freak kit, though. So, don't care if you don't disagree about me. I'm not going to pursue it. Not gonna care. Don't even bother commenting on it. I'm not gonna care. So, yeah, that's the Boremaster kit. Really awesome. Good design. Nice case. Smart Parts did a really good job with the whole Boremaster kit, although I do not like their guns. Okay, meat and potatoes of the review. The Deadlywind barrel. Really awesome barrel. Let's debunk, first of all, some myths about carbon fiber. I don't know where it started. I don't know who started it, but they're an idiot. Carbon fiber, I don't know. I go onto some website like PB Review or something, or PB Nation or TechBB, and they'll review it, and you always have this group of people who's like, I don't like carbon fiber barrels. And you're like, well, why? What's wrong with the carbon fiber barrel? It's a more newer thing added to the industry, gives you more options than, aluminum or just metal. Well, I dove into the snake, and I cracked my carbon fiber barrel completely in half where I bent mine. Bullshit. No, you didn't. You did not do that. You are lying. You are a lying sack of shit. And I will tell you why. Because carbon fiber does not bend or crack like aluminum. Well, it doesn't even crack. Aluminum doesn't crack. But it doesn't bend like an aluminum barrel. And I will tell you why. Because aluminum is a solid, and it's matter and it's solid, that is tightly packed together molecules and tightly packed together atoms, and yeah, molecules, I guess you could say that. But what it is, it's composition and everything, like on the periodic table of elements and stuff like that. The way it's made and its stuff is, it's just really, really tightly packed together atoms, okay? Really super tightly packed together, which is why it's not very permeable, and you can't pass liquids through it. You get a whole sheet of aluminum, you put water on top of it, and it won't go through because the atoms are really packed close together in huge numbers, and then that's why you get the solid aluminum and everything like that. Carbon fiber, on the other hand, is extremely tough and everything like that, but it's fiber strands. It's not big sheets of aluminum that you mold and twist and, weld and everything like that. there are individual strands that you weave, and then you glue it all together with an epoxy, and that's what we have going on here. If you'll look closer, you can see how it's different weaves, and there's almost a checker pattern on it, because there's individual carbon fibers wrapped and then sealed together with epoxy. So the other thing I want to tell you about is that this is several times lighter than aluminum, but it's several times stronger than steel. Steel. You know that skyscraper that when you drive to New York or Chicago and you see that big old skyscraper there and you're like, yeah, you know, that thing's made of steel. Okay, that's made of steel. Let me ask you a question. If you cut out a 11-inch chunk from a steel beam that was holding that thing together and you went and did your dive in the snake, do you think you'd bend that in half? Fuck no. No, you wouldn't. I don't care if it's been hollowed out to be a barrel. You wouldn't bend steel on grass going at 15 miles an hour and dive into a snake where you have a PVC inflated bunker. You're lying. Stop lying. Lying is not good. So, it's stronger than steel. It is. You could drive your car over this barrel and you'd be A-okay. I wouldn't drive it over with like a trailer and horses in there because now you're adding like, you know, 7,500 extra pounds, and then we might run into problems, seeing as how the epoxy that's used to glue this isn't as high a quality as they put on satellites and airplanes. But, moving on, this barrel is extremely accurate, it's extremely light, it's gotten to the point where I'm so used to having this on my gun that when I take this stock barrel and put it on, and I'm shooting, I feel like I need to constantly hold the gun up, because it feels so front heavy, and that's how light this is. This thing is ridiculously light. Like, you notice it. You would think that when you're holding a stock barrel, you're like, well, this is so light that any change in weight I probably wouldn't notice. You'd notice, trust me. It's ridiculous. Like, my mind was blown when I compared the weight difference. I couldn't believe it. It was ridiculous. So, the next question I'm probably going to get, and I don't know why anybody doesn't bring it up, is inserts. How do they work? How do they go in? What's it look like inside the barrel? And nobody goes over it. I don't know why nobody goes over it, but nobody fucking goes over it. So I'm going to go over it right now. Here you go. Sorry. You got the barrel right here. I'm going to turn it to the side. If you can see that ring, you see how it goes black and then you start seeing the reflection and stuff? That's because from like here... Sorry, let me get it. From like here all the way back to here, if you can see it, back to here, is just solid. That's the aluminum. It's not, you know, it's not micro-honed, it's not anything. It's just, you know, your regular old powder dusted aluminum, and that's where your insert goes. And then there's a ring in there and a block that blocks the insert from going any further. So what you do is you take out your insert, and I'm going to take out a 682 real quick here, and you just insert it like this. And so now you have your insert in, and whenever you want to, you pull it out. Now the next question that I'm probably going to get is it hard to put in the inserts? Because obviously I doubt Smart Parts was anticipating a carbon fiber barrel being used on their system. And the correct answer to that question is it is very hard at first. You actually might scratch off some of the anodizing when you're first doing it. What you have to do basically is put the barrel through a break-in period where you just take an insert and in and out, in and out, in and out several times, or shoot a bunch of rounds. So if you're just going to do the in and out thing just to break it in until it gets really easy to push it in and out, take the largest bore that you don't really care about and you don't see yourself using if you're a person who underbores, and just use that and break the barrel in that way. Because the amount of pressure that it's going to exert on the barrel is the same for all the inserts. It's how it's micro-honed, whether or not it's thicker or thinner, but the actual total diameter of the entire insert, including the space around the bore, is the same for every insert. The actual bore is what's different. The diameter of the bore is different. The diameter of the whole circle in that insert, including like the surrounding metal, they're all the same. So, really hard at first, but I promise they do work. You're not breaking your barrel. This barrel is not going to break. You could, you know, smack this. You could try and bend it. I'm trying to, you know, and nothing's going to happen. Okay, it's not going to break. You're not going to be able to bend it, put it up on my knee and pull on it. Nothing. Totally fine. Yeah, I feel confident doing that. I don't feel confident doing that with aluminum barrel. So yeah, that's my review. Really great barrel. Everyone should check it out. It kicks some major ass. I'm Ted for KWGPaintVeins, and hopefully I'll be making another video soon. I'm not sure. I'll see. Thanks for watching.